how to bounce back from losses, from the things you've experienced in your past. The reason I say this is important is because, one, the lesson, the loss, the rough part of your life, it happened, okay? This is something I still have to work on day to day. Now, why is this important? You can carry yourself in a certain way where you kind of don't forgive yourself, or you kind of upset, or you kind of replay it in your head of the things that caused you to lose, or in that part of your life you felt like you was losing. So what's the real answer to bouncing back? One, don't even focus on it. Two, keep moving in the direction that is different or opposite of where you was and how you was maneuvering and how you was carrying yourself. There are parts along the way, let's say you succeed, let's say you thrive, let's say you begin to prosper, you begin to get yourself together. What happens sometimes is you could run across groups of people who knew you for who you was. They remind you about who you were. They want to bring up the past and remind you this is how you used to be. Hold on, remember you used to act like this. Hold on, we know you for this way. So you gotta also understand and know that's gonna happen as you keep winning. Don't feed into it. It's so easy to give that area of your life attention again, and it's not worth it. I'm in the YouTube world now. I use money that I make from work, invest into different things that can help me. What are different things that you can invest into your life? That depends on what you have going on in your life. How can you gradually elevate your life to where it becomes more peaceful, more free, and it works for you? You start carrying yourself, you start maneuvering, you start operating in a space that fits you. Here comes your past, here comes your history, here comes the things that you've been through, trying to remind you of what you were once accustomed to. I played college basketball on a high level, and what happens is you get people from your old community, your old neighborhood, reminding you of all these things that they did to you, all these things that they done for you. They remind you of pretty much anything that can alter that positive drive, that positive mindset in your life. I remember we used to do him like this, or I remember he was like that. I remember when he used to act this way. But the lesson here is, what was you focused on during those times? Yes, all those things happen. Every single person out here has took an L. Every single person out here has took a loss. You chose to keep moving forward. You chose to keep going up. You chose to keep progressing. Do you know how hard it is sometimes to pick yourself up after you got done crying? It's hard to pick yourself up after you placed yourself in a dark space in your life. The steps, the things you are doing to keep progressing. You can grow your life, you can build your life, you can elevate your life to a level so high that nothing that goes on around your old circles, it don't even reach you. You can't even hear it. You've outgrown everything that has to deal with who you were for a small piece of your life. Okay? A small piece of your life. Don't allow your past to dictate your current thoughts. Now you use the experiences from your past to make sure you don't slip or go back into that mindset. Like I said, this is something I still work on day to day. This is something I still have to check myself on day to day. Now it doesn't come up every day where I think about checking out mentally. I think about checking out physically. I don't think about just blowing the resource that I have, the networking, the relationships I have with people now. It doesn't happen every day, but from time to time there are pockets where I'm like, I just want to let it go. I just want to give it up. I just don't care anymore. But you got to understand, where you are currently isn't where you're going to be forever. And where you are currently isn't where you came from. The easiest way to bounce back from an L is, yes, to keep focusing on where you want to go. The other answer to that is just feel the emotions you're having. It's going to teach you something. It took me a while to learn that. The anxiety, the pressure of all these feelings just surrounding you, and you don't know how to process, you don't know how to cope, you don't know how to deal with it because you didn't necessarily know how to manage it, or you didn't experience it till now. Ain't no other way to explain that feeling. You start off as being the most outgoing, lovable, happy person. The response and the route I took to cope and deal with that, for me, wasn't the best option, wasn't the best method, okay? There might be some heartbreak, some upset, some downfalls in your life where You might not have responded to it the best way possible. What you got to do is allow yourself to feel. It's harder to fight the feelings. It's harder to fight the thoughts. It's harder to fight the different things that you're dealing with because now it's you versus you. When I played college ball, everything just ended so fast. So when everything was shut off fast, I sat in my room for a year and a half in the dark. I had no idea how I was going to recover. I have some losses. I have some heartbreaks. I have some upsets with a lot of things that nobody will ever know because it's not up for everybody to know what's going on here every day. People say they want you to, yo, they ain't want that. Two, you gotta deal with it yourself. So I started going out into like the world. What did I do? Started placing myself around groups of guys and girls who were in a better mood, in a better position, in a better place than I am. Like, start learning how to be of the people. Just being by myself, I'm comfortable with that. I understand that. Just feel. Write down the thoughts, feelings, and emotions you're having in that current setting when things aren't going your way. Write them down when things are going your way. Like, what is it that you're feeling? This is how you bounce back from the losses. Once you understand, like, okay, I am upset. I am mad. I am angered. I am sad. I am feeling this way. There ain't nothing you can do about it in that current moment. But over time, as you keep going, the feelings will wear down. It'll slow down. Like, just feel. There's nothing wrong with feeling. Just let go. Take a deep breath and just let go. There's nothing wrong with feeling, y'all. There's nothing wrong with feeling. Just let go of those emotions and feelings that you had. That resentment, that anger. I used to carry my life, I want to call it like a zombie type of feeling. The zombie feeling is just more so not caring about anything I did in my life, not caring about anything I went through in my life. I just wasn't caring about anything at all. Like, your body, your feelings, your thoughts, everything was on just autopilot. Placed myself around the wrong groups of girls, placed myself around the wrong group of guys. And a lot of the times, I'll be honest with you, operating in certain spaces, operating in certain feelings and emotions, I was scared. That's just how I go. Everything I was dealing with and going through, the pressure to be a part of certain groups, even though you know you're not supposed to be there, it's scary. But as you continue to progress, as you continue to go through different things in your life, you're going to start like weeding out what works and what don't work for you. And once you do that, you'll start learning your routine on how you pull yourself out of these rough spots. Stay focused, stay centered on something that'll help you in life. And honestly, you're never going to learn that until you take a few L's. Just feel doing the L's. There's nothing wrong with that. We all been there. Some people just choose to shut everything off in life. That's what I did. I wasn't even giving people the time of day. I wasn't trying to be around people. And I'm still working on that part today. I have a hard time building relationships. I'll say this, it takes longer for me to build relationships. It takes longer for me to build relationships. It takes longer for me to trust people. And certain extremes, certain things you go through in life, it may halt you. It may slow down your process of when to trust people, when to move to the next step. But if you stay focused on your task, you stay focused on your purpose, stay focused on the things that you want to do in life, no matter what you do, no matter how you carry yourself, no matter what's going on in this world, there are people who are relatable to you. You're relatable to others. You're going to find people who might not have went through the same exact thing as you, but their story, their ideas, their passion, their heartbreaks, their upsets resonate with you. Because there's somebody else who would happily trade what they're going through with yours. Another way, like with moving forward, don't point the finger, don't blame. And this is something I worked on too. Like, I get to point the finger and blaming everybody for all these other things that happen. Man, look, yeah, it happened. Look, it did happen. It did hurt. It did upset you. It ain't nothing you can do. And that's the hard thing about it, man, because some of these lessons, some of these experiences in life, it make you so frustrated, it make you so angry, just like, man, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Stay forward. Stay moving towards those dreams. Stay moving towards those goals you want. Yo, don't suppress it. That's what I did. I suppressed my feelings. I suppressed my emotions. I carried myself a certain way where I didn't want to feel or experience anything no more. And honestly, some of the things you do, some of the ways you carry yourself when trying to suppress things, it's some stuff out here you'll have yourself in that you'll have no idea. Like, yo, I was really off it. I was really tripping. It ain't healthy, yo. It ain't for you. But if you go through it, stay focused on where you said you really want to be with your life, because even in the dark, even in the dirt, even in the ground, you're going to come out of it as long as you keep your mind, your heart fixed and focused on where you want to be. And honestly, where I'm at currently, this is something that when I first started my life, I'm like, this is where I'm just trying to get to. I'm trying to get to a place where I can live on my own, be by myself. And I'm kind of okay with being isolated, but still place yourself out in the world, out and about, a part of different things. There's nothing wrong with that, y'all. But don't suppress it. Don't project it. And then don't have denial, don't have denial. Don't deny the fact that you went through these different feelings and emotions. Yo, it happened. All those things I just named is how you stay where you are currently. Stay where you are with that mental, that thought process of not wanting to bounce back, not wanting to move forward. Stay progressing. Sometimes progression, it can become stagnant where you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Give yourself some time. When it's time to go up, you'll go up. But don't force it, don't rush it. There's something you're supposed to be feeling. There's something you're supposed to be learning. There's something you're supposed to be receiving in this very moment. So don't even trip on it yet. Give yourself some time, man. That's real rap. Give yourself some time. What's a strategy on how to recover or bounce back from the males? Reevaluate yourself. How do you reevaluate yourself? Me personally, I write in my journal. I have a reflection period. Do you talk to a therapist? Like, what are some things that you do? How do you reevaluate yourself? Did you learn from your mistakes? Through this reevaluation point, did you learn from your mistakes while seeking a therapist, while seeking a counselor, seeking some form of guidance? It can happen. It can change. It will change. Just give yourself some time to heal. This is the thing I learned about myself. Self-healing can only happen to a certain level or to a certain point. You got to place yourself around peers and others who might not have ever went through that, or might have went through it, and the way they respond to it is like, yo, they doing way better than I am. So now you want to ask questions or get advice from them, like, yo, how did you deal with this? How did you go through these different things? Like, just work on it, yo. Just work on it. It'll happen.